Ah shit, here we go again. Welcome back to Grand Theft Audio Brackets, my show where I take every single radio station featured in the Grand Theft Auto games, spanning the last 20 years or so, take every single song featured on those radio stations, pit them up against each other in a March Madness style bracket, and then have you, my viewers, vote on which is your favorite. We will determine the best song from every single radio station to eventually be featured in an enormous bracket pitting all the radio stations against each other. If you're just joining us, we have been on our fourth station so far. It's San Juan Sounds, the reggaeton station DJ'd by Daddy Yankee, featured on Grand Theft Auto 4. Specifically, this is the original version that shipped with the game at launch, because there is another version that was featured in the DLC episodes from Liberty City. And so these 8 songs have been pitted up against each other. I asked all of you to vote on your favorites. I got 9 responses total. Starting from the top. First matchup, we had our first seed, Impacto by Daddy Yankee, against the 8th seed, Maldades by Hector El Father. It was a pretty one-sided victory here. Daddy Yankee beat Hector El Father 7-2, so he'll be going on to the next round. The second matchup, we had our 4th seed, Siente el Boom Remix by Tito el Bambino versus Atrévete by Calle 13. That one was probably the most one-sided in this entire contest. Atrévete got 8 votes to 1, so they will be facing Daddy Yankee next time around. For the third matchup, we had our second seed, Sexy Movimiento by Wisin y Yandel versus the 7th seed, Ven Bailalo by Angel y Khriz. Anyway, this was probably the closest one of all of the responses. Angel y Khriz barely beat out Wisin y Yandel 5-4. And finally, our last matchup, we had Salió el Sol by Don Omar versus Ponmela by Voltillo featuring Joel Urandi. That one, again, 7-2. So, Don Omar will be facing Angel y Khriz next time around. Our next matchups will be Daddy Yankee versus Calle 13 and Angel y Khriz versus Don Omar. Please vote on the ballot that I'm going to submit. I'll call this probably next Friday, November the 1st. That's the next time I'll be off work. I can tally the votes. And yeah, start thinking about what you want to see for the next bracket that I do. I've been thinking about it. I think maybe the next one might be... I'm thinking about either doing the classic rock station K-Dust from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas or one of the V-Rocks from one of the Vice City games. So either V-Rock from Vice City or V-Rock from Vice City Stories. There's 2 different playlists there. So those are just my suggestions, but if you have another station in mind that you'd like to see, please vote in the comments. And whichever one gets the most, that's the one that I'll do for the next time around, for round 5. But in the meantime, I know we're already out of Hispanic Heritage Month, but I hope you're enjoying this music just as much as I am. And vámonos!